bar. And then I started to get introduced to freestyle calisthenics, is where you start to do breakdancing on with your own strength. So you start to do 360s, and you start to spin around the bar, and you start to do backflips on the bar. And it's endless. It's endless. And I found a groove, and I found a nice little rhythm, and I picked it up like that because I put my mind to it and I believed in myself. And I started to do competing. So I compete in calisthenics now as well. So, yeah, man, I wish I'd done gymnastics, brother. I could have represented Australia. But then again...
Mate, it's never too late. Never too late, man. And for those of you that haven't seen it, jump over to Jack's page and check it out, because it's unreal. Everybody watching this right now, you all can do calisthenics. Calisthenics, all that is... Calisthenics is a Greek proverb. It's kalos thenos. It means beautiful strength. And it's all natural movement of the body. So even running is calisthenics. Even doing lunges is calisthenics. You know, I'm going to do a little bit of a... I'm going to showcase it here right now. Here we go.
You know, you can do this calisthenics. You know, even this is calisthenics, squatting, you know, stuff like that. You know, doing this on a chair, grab a chair. Doing dips like this. That's calisthenics. And I know you all got chairs at home, so grab that chair and start your calisthenics today.
Stop sitting on the chair and do some calisthenics.
Yeah, office job. Just fucking move out the front, put your hands on it, start to do some dips.
That's so good.
I want you to start squatting like that. Get that peach nice and right.
Everyone at home, start working on that peach right now. We're going to keep going, but before we do, I'm just going to say that Limitless Nutrition have kindly offered a 10% discount to anybody that's watching tonight. So if you go to Limitless Nutrition, and you're going to love this, Jack, the code you put in is NINJA. After the man himself down here. So go check it out. And I think on top of that, what they're going to do is for every 5 tubs that somebody buys, they're going to give one away for free to somebody that needs it up in Cairns. So,
guys, this is awesome. Honestly, this is awesome, man. That's why I love, Drew and Limitless. I've just met these guys in the last 2 weeks, and our vision and our morals and our values are just aligning. And that's why I love it, because, you know, they're supporting the community. They're bringing people together. And this is amazing. And we've been brought into contact for every reason you can think of. It's alignment and law of attraction. So, and I've also got the golden banana, is it? Flavor?
Hey, I heard that, eh?
It's deadly. It's yummy. It's beautiful. I'm drinking it at the moment. I drink it every day right now, so with many other ingredients.
You heard it here first. Jack Willson's got the golden banana, everybody.
There you go.
Yeah. So, mate, back on the calisthenics thing, because I'm quite interested in it. It's so, you know, like I just love the artistic side of it, and you obviously get, you know, I believe that for positive mental health, a big part of that is having a creative outlet. And you know, this is not going to the gym. This is like a full creation. Like, you can create whatever you want. Like, you can go anywhere with it. The opportunities are endless. So is there something that you're working on, or like a new trick or something, like what's next for you to bite off, man? Is there something that's like you want to have a crack at that you haven't quite done yet, or?
Mate, there's so many things. There's so many things on my to-do list right now. But right now on my to-do list, brother, is just to get back moving again. As many people know, I broke my back 3 months ago. So just getting blood flow in the muscles, getting back on the bar, doing some chin-ups and pull-ups. But yeah, that's basically all where my focus is right now, is just getting the reps in again, getting the sets in, and getting the diligence back. You know, getting the blood flow, because my back's not fully 100% yet. It's 70 to 80% healed. So I've still got a long way till I start to actually do some more skillful, you know, and higher risk stuff, because it's very risky business. I've hurt myself many times, so got to be really cool.
What's your worst stack so far? Like, obviously the broken back. I watched the video of that today, and that was you doing a Marley off a massive cliff in Bali, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was hectic, man. I'm lucky to be walking from that. So, life or death, that one, and that's sparked a new flame inside of me as well. That whole experience, but other than that, I come off a bar, man. I try to do a giant on a bar is when you swing around the bar fully like that.
Yeah.
And I slipped off this bar because it was a bit thicker. My grasp wasn't as thin, so I didn't have a full grasp. It was like that, and I come off the bar and I flicked out the back of out the back about 10 meters and landed on my head, man. But guess what? Guess what saved me? I had my top bun tied on the top of my head, and I landed straight on the top of the bun, and it didn't even hurt me.
Safety first, see, there you go. Yeah. The top bun is it's a good safety aspect. And
also, just going to Tani here, Dissolve in the Sky, has put yoga. I've found a new beloved for yoga. So I've been starting my yoga now and a lot of mobility work along with meditation and breath work, which is something that I really struggled with living in such a fast, high-intensity lifestyle. So the broken back actually slowed me down to actually realise that the slow movements are okay as well, and it's very, very necessary.
Yeah, definitely. Building that, so you're building up again from the core out.
Yeah, starting from the foundations. I'm calling it the rebuild at the moment.
You're on the rebuild. Nice, bro. Nice. And it is a beautiful thing. Like, we sometimes, these beautiful opportunities are masked as adversities through our life. And, sometimes we need that just to take a bit of time to sit with ourselves and think about, what do we want? Are we happy with where we're at? Where do we want to head from here? Take some deep breaths and start rebuilding. So that's awesome, bro.
Yeah. I mean, brother, like, it's as simple as this, right? We don't know what the fuck we're doing on this earth. Why are we here? Why are we here? All right. I want everyone in this chat, like, if you haven't found your purpose or you're still confused, I want you to look in the mirror every day and have a conversation with yourself. Do you just want to walk aimlessly and dawdle around in this life and, not fucking put in 100% for yourself and your family around you and not be a good person or, be a role model for your kids or, your nephews or your nieces? You want everyone to be happy around you, so you have the opportunity to lead the way and be a role model. And we'll never know what our purpose is here, but for me, my purpose is to bring people together and actually bring smiles to people's faces and want them to believe in themselves and actually speak up and without any shame, without any insecurities, without any thought in their mind that no one is going to affect, their thoughts or their perceptions on life. And I think every day, you need to ask yourself that question. Look in the mirror and don't shy away from that person in the mirror, because that person in the mirror is going to be with you until the day you die. So get to know that person. Yeah. Get to know
That's
him.
It.
Get to know him.
And if you're fighting with that person, you're outnumbered already. You want that guy on your side, so you want to be nice to him. And I think so many people get caught up. Encourage self-love, yeah. So many people get caught up in their comfort zones too, man. And life starts outside of your comfort zone, and all of the growth and all of the good shit happens outside of your comfort zone. So really encourage people to get outside of your comfort zone, wherever that is. We all have different sized comfort zones and different things make us feel uncomfortable. But I promise you, if you start attacking the things that make you feel uncomfortable and scared, and, nothing bad will happen to you. You'll either win or you'll learn something, and then you'll grow.
Yeah, well, what's going to happen? You're going to die? Oh, we're going to die anyway, so you may as well fucking do it, doing something that you're scared to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Like, if you're not happy in your job or you're not happy with where you live, or like, it's a massive world out there, man. Like, the opportunities are endless. You can literally make anything that you want to happen. Like, anything you can think up, you can make it happen if you work hard enough for it.
And I think I think a good thing to understand in your mind right now, if you died right now, would you be scared to die, or would you be content with that? Because I can say 100%, no shame, no hiding anything, that I'd be content with dying right now, because I'm living every single day saying every word that I want to say, and being the best person I can be. And I think, and then when you can actually do that and say that, death isn't scary. Because you're already fulfilled. You're fulfilled.
None of us know what's going to happen, do we? You know, everybody's got their own ideology or their own thoughts on what might happen, you know, in the afterlife or whatever. But you don't know until you're gone. So, you know, you might as well make the most of the life. Yeah. Like, life's a beautiful thing to waste. You don't want to waste it.
Yeah, brother. That's it, man. This is good chats, brother. This is good chats, man. Good stuff.
Yeah. And I look at a lot of people that they're not real. They're scraping by. Like, they're doing their thing, and it's like, but they're not like sucking the energy out of life. They're just like, yeah, my job's all right, and yeah, I like living here. It's all right. It's like, dude, what do you do? Like, you know, if you're a carpenter, go try something else. You can always go back and be a carpenter if you're not happy. Like, or if you're stoked being a carpenter, that's fucking awesome. Like, there's nothing wrong with building houses and shit. Like, that's sick. But find your passion and you know, live that.
Yeah, man. And you don't just have to do one thing. Do fucking 10 things. Do 20. Do 30. Do 40. Do 100 things. Do it all.
That's it. I know a couple of people that have done like 3 or 4 different trades, and like, you know, a trade, what's that take 3 or 4 years? And you go, oh, that's ages. Like, no, it's not. We're all expecting to live for, you know, hopefully 60, 70, 80 years. So you can do shitloads of trades. You can try so many different things, and you're going to find something that really clicks with you and really lights that fire. And I don't know, yeah, it's just, you got to go hard, man. You only get one shot at this, probably.
Yeah. The Mastery of Love, I've read that, Tani. That's an amazing book. Uncle Don Miguel. Uncle Don Miguel, that's a beautiful book. I love that one.
I'll put it on the list. Yeah, so actually, on that topic, bro, what are your top 3 books that you've read? You're obviously into reading, so.
Yeah, my top 3 books, brother, is, Mastery of Love's definitely probably number 1, number 2. The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. The 4 Agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, do not make assumptions, and always do your best. And those 4 agreements, man, if you live by them, you can really make your way through life understanding things much clearer. Just those 4 alone, man, they're cool. And also the last one is definitely The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That's a beautiful book too.
I read that one, and then I listened to the audio book, and his voice just tripped me out, man. He's got the strangest, like, the most, he's got a voice on him, mate. It's crazy.
Does he?
Good book, though. Yeah, he's like really mysterious. He sounds kind of like what you'd expect, I guess. He's like a bit of a guru. So,
where's he from? Do you know?
I have no idea. I can't tell. He sounds like Swedish or something, like over that way, Norwegian or something.
He's Aboriginal, eh?
Is he?
Nah, lie.
I'll look this up. I'll find this out for you, man, because I'm interested. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably add to those that there's a book called 12 Rules to Life, Jordan Peterson.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely unreal. And another one called The Art of Happiness. And Yeah, that book in particular, man, just the time that came to me absolutely changed my life. Like I went through a pretty shitty time myself, and found myself. I just lost my way, and I was, I had nothing to ground me. Like, I quit my job, and I just had my wedding called off, and I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And finally, I was partying and stuff a lot too, and I ended up at this house, and I found this book, bro. I found this book on the kitchen table. It was just sitting there, and I went downstairs to grab some water or something, and it was about 3 or 4 in the morning. I hadn't been to bed. I picked this book up and started reading it, and I couldn't put it down. And I read like about 2 or 3 pages, and the person that owned it came back, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just reading this book." She's like, "Fucking take it with you. Like, you weirdo, go to bed, like, whatever." I'm like, "All right, cool." Yeah. I took that book, man, and I read it, and it changed my life, bro. And I've bought probably 30 copies of that book and given it to other people that needed some, direction at that point in their time. But yeah, it's a cool book, bro. Look it up.
Well done, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Just
it found me, man. It found me. Yeah, that's it, bro. Mate, it's been absolutely awesome talking to you. Before we go, if anybody's got any questions for either of us, flick them through right now. And once again, Limitless Nutrition, absolute legends. They've offered 10% discount to any of you guys that are watching. It's just for 24 hours. You just got to put in the code NINJA, and every 5 tubs that get bought, they're going to give one away to somebody that needs it, and they'll film it, and it'll be pretty cool. So giving back to the community, awesome bunch of dudes.
Awesome. That's epic, bro. Good on you. Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
We'll open up some questions. If you're sitting at home now, whoever's on this chat, if you have any concerns, or you have, anything you want to ask me or Drew, wherever you are in your journey right now, spit it out. Spit it out right now. This can change your life tonight. Maybe something we have to say can really give you some direction or understanding wherever you are. If you're struggling with anything, if you need help, or you just need, some inspiration or something.
Oh yeah, come get it. There was a good one there, Jack. It just said, "What's your why?" So I'll throw that one to you, man. What's your why? What's keeping you going, man?
It's such a good question. It's such a great question. Yeah, beautiful one. Thank you for that. My why is it's so complex. It is so complex, but it's so simple. It's so simple. So yeah, it's my why is definitely just happiness, man. I think everybody deserves to be happy, and everybody deserves, deserves to have a belief. I think everybody deserves to have a vision. What I want to bring to the forefront is I want to bring an energy to people where they can live their life through me, or they can find their own voice through me. Because I am you and you are me. We're all the same, and I want people to realize that you are me. You have this energy. Whatever energy you see in me, or whatever antics or skills you see in me, you have in you. So that's what I want to represent. And it's not just for Indigenous people, but, that is my why as well. But it's across the whole board. It's also unity. It's also bringing people together from all walks of life. And I think understanding that we all have a beauty within us, and standing side by side, arm in arm, from whatever colour you are, I think we all need to stand up together. I think that's the main why, is being together on this.
Yeah, I think happiness is it, man. Like, that's why do we do anything? We're pleasure-driven people, and we all just want to be happy. That's one thing that connects us all together. And it's, you might think on the surface it might look like, oh, you're career-driven or you're money-driven or whatever, but you're not. It's happiness. You want happiness from these things, and if you can understand that, then you'll be way ahead of the game, and you don't need all those things to be happy, but you want those things to be comfortable, but, your happiness comes from within. So, yeah, 100% agree with that, man. Happiness. I've seen a cool one come up before. How do you deal with your disappointments?
Ooh, how do I deal with my disappointments? At the moment, I love disappointments. I think when I get hit with disappointments now, I see it as a challenge, and I see it as a way where how can I turn this around and show the naysayers or prove to myself that I can overcome this disappointment. Because if we get disappointed in life, you just got to remember that you've got to keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. And that energy and that emotion that we feel at that point in time, if it's heartache or if it's hardship or if you're in struggle street mentally and emotionally and physically, that is still an energy. So let's recycle that energy and then feel it and then go, hang on, okay, which way can I direct this energy? And then direct it in a way where, you're doing it in training, or you're directing it in a way where you want to meet new people, or you just want to change your life. You can really direct that energy to wherever you want it to go, and whatever change you want to make. So, but at the time, if you don't know how to do that and you're struggling to deal with them disappointments, you have to communicate. You got to talk. You got to use this one here. You got to open up. You got to open up your heart to people, because there's people out there that want to help you as well. Don't keep it bottled up inside, because that's where a lot of our suicides are coming from, and a lot of our traumas. People are holding their emotions in, and they're suffering for life, and that's not cool. It's not the way we should be living.
And just be patient with yourself too. Like you can't just change your mindset overnight. Like it's training your brain, and it's exactly the same as training your muscles. Like you can't just see what Jack does and then go down to the monkey bars and do 1,000 pull-ups. Like you've got to train yourself. So I think a big thing for me was, you hear it all the time. Like when you fail or you get disappointed because something doesn't go right. Like looking for the lesson in that. That was a massive one for me to flip it around. And once you really grasp that and you understand it and you take that on board, every time something doesn't go right, or every time that, you fail or whatever, if you look in there, there will be a lesson for you. And once you pull that lesson out, it's not a negative anymore, because you've learned something, and you can take that away and you can be like, oh shit, this is the point in my life where I learned this lesson. And if this bad thing didn't happen, or if I didn't fail right now, then I wouldn't have learned that. So you progress, and it's not a negative anymore, and you flip it around into a positive. And 100%, man, what you said, the challenges, bro, it's like when you come up against something, to get in that mindset, like, yes, this is a challenge. I like challenges. Let's do it. Let's see what we can get out of this.
Yeah. That's it, man. Yeah, it's just a decision, right?
Yeah. It's choices, man, and that's life. It's the things that we do are all choices, and we need to take responsibility for our own choices. The things that we don't do are choices as well. Like, everything that you don't do is also a choice. So, taking responsibility for our own actions.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good one. I thought of clicked one day. What stands between you and the person you want to be, and what stands between you and the person you don't want to be? What is it?
Choices.
A choice. One choice. One damn choice, man. And that's fucking so simple. That blows my mind how simple that is. It's so crazy. It's really just, it's like, here, it's like, hello, knock, knock. Like, it's just so simple. It's awesome. But I mean,
sorry to cut you off, bro. We've got 20 seconds left, and I think we're going to get cut off Instagram. Apparently, only goes for now. Mate, absolute pleasure to have you in there. Yeah, sick, man. Too deadly. One more time, if anybody wants 10% discount, just put in the code NINJA at Limitless website. Thank you for tuning.